Hey, I just was messing around with my compost heaps here, and I thought I'd show you a little bit of what last year's compost pile, which was actually over on this end, and I'm starting these two up now. Actually, this one's been going all summer, but I emptied last year's compost pile, which was fed by basically food, no meat, no oil, just food, excess food, and potato peelings, etc., and coffee grounds, and just about everything, and primarily hay. And I mounded it up to about the 3-foot level and allowed it to compost down to the point where it was about a third of its size. And then I transferred the contents of that compost heap into 2 wheelbarrows. I already have screened and removed most of the unbroken down organic material from the first wheelbarrow, and I'm saving it. I've got 2 buckets full of the result, which is there's a little bit of undigested material in here, but it's mostly worm castings. And what I did was I saved all the worms, and there was probably half a pound of worms, which I transferred into the new heaps. But I kept this, and I plan on using it in the fall to prepare my soil beds, my garden beds for next season. And I'm going to spread some of it on my field out in my other production garden, which I've been pretty much running a bare fallow over there. Just keep tilling it, trying to get rid of the weeds. And I'm going to plant garlic over there in a couple of months. So I'll have half of that bed full of garlic. And I just wanted to show you this stuff that is in the second wheelbarrow. And what I'm doing is I'm just taking off the top all of the matter that has not decomposed, and I'm almost done. And I wanted to show you what the result is. It's pretty much all worm castings, and it's supposedly anyway, one of the most highly valued plant foods that you can come up with. You can also put this in a bucket and fill the bucket up with water and let it sit in the sun for a day, and you'll have liquid fertilizer for just about anything. And I don't know if you can see, but it's just pure, and there's no soil in here. It's all worm compost, worm crap. And when I get it's like the most incredible stuff. And as you can see, there's worms. I'm covering all the worms as I'm doing this. See them? And they'll squirm around a little bit and eventually make their way down into the soil again, into the worm bed. And then I can take the next ½ inch of material off, and I'll keep doing that until I get pure worms. And what they'll do is they'll crowd into each other and at the final stage of this, and they'll become one wriggling mass of worms, and you just throw them into your compost heap and they'll start the process all over again. But the result is this beautiful crumbly brown soil that you can use for just about anything. Potting mix, And the beauty of it is, there's very little, if any, weed seeds in this, so that you don't have to concern yourself too much with transferring toxic weed seeds into your garden. And as you can see, as soon as you uncover them, they start to get panicky and start to burrow down into the material. They do not like breezes, and it's very breezy today. And they also intensely dislike sunshine. Even though they're purported to only live within the top 6 inches of the soil, they don't go very deep, except maybe in the winter just to get away from the freezing cold. But in their busy season, they pretty much stick to the surface. But anyway, I just thought I'd show you that, and what I'm accomplishing out here with regards to my composting efforts. So hope you liked it. Take it easy.